Okay.
that are liquidity
Okay.
submitted.
I see.
But then what happens is, so you'll see here, there's 65, and you're going to see a tab that's just called 65, so it's going to be easy for you to identify which ones are the 65.
Yeah.
But when I looked at the Book of Solution summary,
Yes.
there seemed to be more than 65.
Okay.
So these numbers here, let me tell you, in this file, so this file that I'm thinking you right now,
Okay.
so this file has a summary
Yes.
of the, hold on. This file has a summary of the liquidity data concerns from Book of Solutions files, but it does not have the details.
I see.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Okay.
Theoretically, this should be exactly the same. So let's go over. So look.
Maybe one example.
Yeah, let's go over one example.
Okay.
So you look at the first tab, and you'll see the numbers in purple are liquidity, and you'll see how this file is sorted. In column B, you can sort by L, which is liquidity, total, or liquidity, non-liquidity, and total.
Yes.
So L and non-L plus non-L equal total. Okay, but what I need you to do in the first phase is to look at liquidity.
Yes.
So we're doing one example.
Yes. So
for FINDA 3012.
Yes.
I think you remember this convention here that the digit before the last corresponds to the use case.
Yes.
Okay, so 3012 is the use case 1. So now we go back to
use case. Okay.
You go back to the folder that's called Book of Solutions. Okay. So within liquidity, Book of Solutions, and you look for use case 1. So you see this file, the second one, it says, it's an email, and it says FINDA 3012. That means it's use case 1.
Yes.
And this is, all of these files are for liquidity specific. Okay. So let's open this email. You should read through this email because sometimes it's helpful to understand how to interpret the file.
Okay.
But I'm just going to go straight to the file.
Okay.
This is the Book of Solution file. So
I see.
And you go to the tab that says Book of Solution Walk.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are looking at DCRMs. And I was expecting to see, he did it. He gave you access. So I was expecting to see 27 DCRMs, but look at this. There is a tab. This tab is called Book of Solution Walk Overall, and the one next to it, it says Book of Solution Walk 2052A. Now, this is like, you have to, not all the files are exactly the same, but you're going to figure it out, because of the email or where exactly to look.
Okay.
So here I figured out that, there is a book of solution walk 2052A, that means this is the liquidity. Okay, so if I look in this tab, now I see 27 prioritized DCRMs.
Yes.
Okay, and this is going back to my file here.
Yes.
This is what I have, 27.
Yes.
This is what because I must have gotten this from this file. So it's 27 prioritized, 12 remediated.
Look, this 12 mediated.
No, it actually, the remediated or canceled. So see, this
Okay.
is not correct because it's only 5 is remediated and 7 are canceled or descoped. So I'm gonna ask you to update this. So 5 is remediated and 7 is canceled or descoped.
Yes.
And then the backlog is 15, and then you can check that this makes sense. The sum of this should be 27.
Yes.
Don't include the adapted. The adapted is something else.
Okay.
So the 5 plus 7 plus 15 should be 27.
Yes.
Okay.
27.
Now,
yes.
the adapted is something else. Only what's remediated can be adapted. So adapted will be a subset of the remediated.
I see. Okay.
Okay. So far so good.
So far so good. Perfect. Yes.
Then, okay. But we're not done with this one example.
Yes.
What I also want you to do is to go to that first file that I asked you, that I pinged you. So let's open that.
Yes.
That one I didn't open yet. This one, use case 1 through 6. And I told you that here I have the 65 data concerns that I know are liquidity.
Yes.
So you go to that tab, prioritize liquidity 65.
Yes.
And we are doing use case 1. You're going to sort by use case 1 and see if that is true. Do you have 27 here?
Yes.
No, you have 22.
Hold on. 22?
Okay.
Oh, yes, I have 22, yes.
Actually, should you go here or should you go in the total before the descoping? Let me, because some of this were descoped. Okay, down here in this case 1. This is 36. Ay. What should I go about this? Okay, so this doesn't really work, but my expectation here is that whatever has been remediated,
okay,
that's the most important. That's what's remediated and what's in the backlog is part of my liquidity submitted. That's what I care about the most.
Okay.
If it was descoped, I mean, I look at it as water down the drain, you know?
I see. I can maybe, I can maybe put a note, just like a mention, like if there is a number hasn't been matched, like supposed to be 27, but actually when I check another file, actually it's 36, I can put a note on the side.
Yeah, but hold on, because I didn't get to what I really want. I want to get the details of this.
Yeah.
That's the bigger exercise. So you have 5 remediated and 15 in the backlog.
Yes.
So let's go back to the use case here and see if you can figure it out. If we can figure it out from this file, which ones are the 5 DCRMs that are remediated and which ones are the backlog. So I would go to this tab, called Description of Solutions. Okay. So within the Book of Solution file, go to Description of Solution. And first thing I do is make sure there is no filter, and then filter by, I have to do enable editing in order to do anything with the file, I guess. Okay, so solution type, I just care about the CRMs, which are data concerns, so that's number one.
Yes.
Category. So it looks like backlog is already here, but how do I know what's liquidity?
Yeah.
See, there is a tab here, this 2052A submitted.
Yes.
Let's just click that as yes.
Okay.
So these are 45. I think it's 45 in backlog. Oh, hold on. What? I thought I selected backlog. I select backlog. 36. What am I missing here? So this doesn't seem very good. Addendum. Oh, so these are the ones that were descoped.
I see. Okay.
Prioritization approach. Let's try again. So 2052 is submitted. How in the world they got 52 submitted? Oh, maybe that's how many there were, 52 submitted?
So this is the final word.
No, we said that in submitted were 22 for use case one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable. Solutions at DCRM. They don't even tie within their file. God, what a pain in the ass. I bet you if some of this include the ones that were descoped.
Oh.
So this is 45, right?
Yes.
So now if we put the addendum and let's see which ones do we have a tag for liquidity? What was the scope for liquidity? I thought we saw somewhere. Oh yeah, here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so then we need to figure out of these which ones are liquidity and take those out because I don't see a tag here.
Mm-hmm.
Liquidity submitted. Unless we do impacted report. So we had 45 minus 25 is 20. Okay. To do the VLOOKUP, the hard way to see what is total is 45.
Wow, okay.
Right, and then you know.
I have to go back.
Then you know what are the details of this, because that's what I need to know.
Okay.
The details of this 27, and then if you know the details, you have a list of 27, and then which ones are the 5, the 7, and the 15. So call out for each of them that says remediated, canceled, or backlog.
Okay, so I create like a separate like a balance sheet for this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you could do a separate sheet. So add a tab here, like a new sheet.
Yeah, new sheet over here. Okay.
Right, and then you would have, the details basically of this 27.
Yes.
And then a column for or a flag, for is it remediate or a comment. And in the comment you can say DCRM, one row is going to be DCRM 400.
400. Okay.
It's been remediated, or it's been canceled, or it's been backlogged.
Okay.
One of these three.
Okay. And also I have to make sure that's the red 27, not like 36 or something. Double check with that as well. For user case, yeah.
So we saw that doesn't work. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Let's do one thing at a time. Now just do book of solution and try to get the listing of the detail of the DCRMs.
No problem.
And let's worry about that later. After you do this, then I'm gonna think about how to tackle the rest.
Okay, no problem. And yeah, so when do you need this? Tomorrow?
Whenever you're done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay.
Look, I really feel bad that I'm not giving you like the really good internship experience. Like, I wish that I had more meaningful work, that I could take you out. That I feel terrible about this.
No. It's not like that. It's like in reality, this is actually your job, so it's always happen. I'm just here to learn. This is a new thing for me. I'm really happy with it.
Thank you for your good attitude. So let's do this. Don't work later than 6 ever. Don't start earlier than 9. Whatever you get done, you get done.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, and then if you need to take, time midday, whatever, at least, don't stress about this.
Okay, no problem. I mean, yeah.
But this is helpful for me. Like this would be very helpful for me, because, but I don't have I would tell you if I had to tell this to my boss, like the end of the week, then I would tell you like, let's split, but it's not something super urgent, but it's important that I get it done.
Absolutely, totally. This is the perfect first task, so